Hi everybody. Welcome to my final supper, last supper. I love saying that, even though it's more like a last lunch. So I'm parked on the bike here. This bike is not a handicap spot. It looks like a handicap spot, but it's not. And here outside of Denny's in Barstow. Let me put the camera here. That's a better spot. And I'm just gonna sit here and eat my lunch and chat at you. So I kind of splurged. I got myself a Coke, which I don't normally drink Coke or soda anymore, but when I'm adventuring, what the heck? Oh, she gave me all kinds of stuff. I got some utensils. Hi, Sorapi. And then I got a whole thing here. This is a real burger. Even though I'm vegan, it's I tend to suffer in the desert from dehydration and all kinds of stuff. I think I didn't tell anybody this. This is maybe the first time I've said this. I almost died last time, 2 weeks ago. I'm pretty sure I was 75% of the way there. So to fortify myself up, I'm going to have myself a real meal. I got a burger, cheeseburger, and fries. So I'm not being very vegan, but what the heck. So had a false start. This has happened lots of times in my life, that I go out on an adventure and yes, enjoying another hamburger. Jonathan, hi. You're eating too, huh? Sorapi. It used to be a joke with my wife and daughter that I'd go out into the adventure in the desert. Oh, this looks really good. Look at that. That's a good one. Like go out and adventure in the desert, in the mountains of Japan. So often I'd come back soon. It was almost cliche with them, that I couldn't withstand the desert. I couldn't withstand being out there. Which is a funny thing because it's not the impression that I think people get. If you watch the channel, you get the impression that I'm never home. It's quite the opposite. I'm never here. But when I do go out in places like this, I get the camera rolling a lot, make a lot of videos. It looks like I am out here. So last night I got to heading out. I left, had everything all packed up. Got about 10 miles from home, and I was listening to the news when they relayed the coronavirus death count, and I was like, oh my gosh, what am I doing? Why am I leaving? How foolish it is to come out and do something like this when everybody's in lockdown. So I swung the bike around and headed home. And my wife you could see Yumiko was, a little, not disturbed, but she was like, I think, when I got home, I think she was, frustrated with my lack of reason. And she explained to me about how being out here alone in the middle of nowhere can't be any more social distancing than that, and that she thought that I was being unreasonable and silly. But nevertheless, she was glad I was home. Excuse me while I eat. We had a nice evening and dinner together. But as she always has, she encouraged me to go back out and try again. So here I am, the next day. I'm on my way. It's late. It's almost noonish, I think. I'm in Barstow. I'm still maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours from Siberia. But it depends. I may stop along the way. Let's stuff this bag in the helmet. So let me tell you about some ideas I had coming out. And I'm out here for a very specific purpose. I'm out here to write another chapter in the new book, The Good Life, which is the sequel to Going Alone. I'm making really good, strong progress on that book. But I need to come out here to write the core pieces of each chapter. There's like 30 chapters. Each chapter consists of a core element and followed by a supplemental writing. Oh, you will buy that book? Well, thank you, Sorapi. I appreciate that. Core piece and then supplemental piece. The supplemental stuff I can write anywhere. I can write it from home, I can write it from here. The core piece, I need Siberia. I need the Muse. I need the bridge. I need the desolation. I need the danger. It's a funny thing that. It's like a circumstance of life. If I get myself into that situation, the muse kicks in and a particular type of writing comes out. It's a type of writing that I can't really do anywhere else. And I'll say that I'll summarize it by saying it is like stream of consciousness. It's the type of writing that comes out as though there's a backlog of ideas just filling my head, ready to flow out. And I write it in a pen. I keep my here in my pack. And this is the book that I write in. So I write it in pen and paper. And you can see it's all, page after page of writing. It's nearly illegible. So that's how I do it. It's difficult to do writing from a comfy chair. Yeah, it is. You know why? You're right. It is difficult to do that writing from the comfy chair because that writing is coming from the place of the experience and the observation of the great indifference. I think you may have just hit upon it. And I have to be in that venue and in that circumstance to channel that feeling. Hi, Frederick. Long time no see. How you been? Switzerland. I'm glad to see you're still around. So I'm here to do that. And I think today I'm going to be writing the chapter. It's up on the bridge. I write each chapter as I do it. I write its title up on the bridge, so I use that as my cue. I think I'm going to be writing perhaps the Feast of Oval, maybe. I saw a comment come through. Here. Frederick, hi Fred. And Hiko Simon, is Hiko Simon here? Hi, there's Simon. Hi Simon. Not Hiko Simon, but Simon. Oh, hello Simon. I thought it said Hiko Simon. I don't have my glasses on. So I got Simon and Frederick here. Those are names from the old days. So I had two ideas as I was coming out. One idea stemmed from in fact. Oh, hi Andres. Yeah, you and I were just chatting. Andreas. One idea stemmed from, on the way out, I stopped at my old place of work, the Riverside County Information Technology Center, because I wanted to say hi to somebody there. And while I was there, I ran into some old coworkers, and one of them asked for a copy of my book. So I gave him a copy because I had a stack of them. I'm delivering books this afternoon to a bookstore here in Barstow. Every 6 months or so, I'll come by with a stack of books and give them because they sell going alone from their bookstore. Give them a fresh supply. They were closed, of course, COVID-19. But anyway, the person asked for the book, and I was thinking, maybe I can. How about a book tour? Why don't I start calling up, or not even calling up, just show up, but maybe call up various bookstores around Southern California, and go there with a pile of books and say, here you go, just give them to them, I'm not interested in making money off of it. That wouldn't hurt. But so I might start a book tour, self-driven. The other idea I had was, I really want to add a map to the book. So this is going alone right here, and this is the copy that I'm carrying out to the desert because I plan to read a chapter. I think I'm going to read What chapter am I going to read tonight or tomorrow? Path of Wildness? Yeah, the Path of Wildness. I'll read that because I'm doing an audiobook. But I really want to add up here near the beginning, like on the second page or something like that, a map. Or maybe I'll put the map near where the page called the Anxiety Hike, because it is a map of the Anxiety Hike, of the landscape. There, that's the Path of Wildness, Anxiety. There it is. This chapter here. Just maybe in this blank space right here, I'm going to put a map in here. So it'll be a rough map, but it'll be the landscape. It'll have places like the Tongues of Rock, the Black Volcano, Sandman's Bed, Campo Number 1, the Dangerous Abandoned Mine Shaft, Siberia Wash, all those places, the Watcher, the Sentinel, whatever it's called, the thing that's on top of that black mountain. Anyway, I'll put them all in there, make a little map. You know, it'll be like maybe a rough dashed line showing the route through. Very indistinct. But I've tried to make that map a couple of times, even though I've tried my hand at art a couple of times. It's just not coming out. And then I had an idea. My daughter is a really good artist, and she's got a really nice iPad. She's always drawn stuff. And I'm going to attempt to hire my daughter to make the map. So I'm gonna pay her. I'm thinking like $500 or so. And then I'm gonna do a couple of things. I'm gonna take her out to Siberia. She's never been there. And this is my excuse to bring her out there. Next time you go there, will that be a group wandering about with that page open? Oh, next time you go there, yeah, maybe, Simon. That's fine. But I'm going to take Emily out there. Maybe drag her boyfriend along too. He's a nice guy. And I'm going to show them the Siberia Ghost Town, the riding bridge, point out the landscape of the edge of deep water, the deep water wilderness, which you can't see. You can just see the edge of deep water. Beyond the mountains is the deep water wilderness. I won't actually take them out to the deep water wilderness. Sacrilege to go out there. Other than alone. Excuse my barbarianness. And get Emily to make the map, add the map to the book, and then I'll start the book tour. Love your GS and your AV adventure videos. Be safe and take care. Thank you, Xian Lu Yi. There's the old GS right there. Coming out on the freeway just now, I got waved at, and I waved at them. A KTM adventure bike and another GS, a newer one, 1200. Eat slowly. Yeah, I should. But I'm eager to get out in the desert. It's getting hot. And it's going to be once I get out there, and once you get to Siberia, there's no shade except a little bit of shade behind the brick wall, behind the wall, the stone wall of the old railroad station, and then the bridge. So I'm going to have to park the bike, put the pack on. Well, the pack will already be on, and hoof it out to the bridge right away. So with that, I think I'll stop. Almost done. Wish you all well, and be safe, but not too safe. And expect more videos, although I have like 6 videos that I haven't made since 2 weeks ago when I was out there, when I almost died. Oh, I didn't tell you about that. I mentioned it before. I literally did. I made a very foolish mistake 2 weeks ago, and I ventured out into the open desert in the middle of the day at 105 degrees, and I almost didn't make it back. I should know better. I write about it. I talk about it in the book. The Desert Killer is out there, and it was the strangest feeling to realize that I was beginning to die, and that I had swum too far out into the deep desert in the middle of the day. Stupid me, and I knew I was doing it. And it was a pretty sick scene when I finally made it back to the bridge. It took me a day to recover. It wasn't as bad as it happened when I was in my 20s, and I really did. I think in this case I was 75% to death 2 weeks ago. I think I was 90 to 90. I was above 90%, like 3 decades ago when I did the same stupid thing. I won't do that again. I'm gonna make it, park the bike straight under the bridge. I'm gonna remain there until nightfall. I'll stay there tonight, then I'll go home to my family tomorrow. hope to pop out another chapter, a couple videos, do a book reading, and maybe spot some of the haunted inspiration from the desert. Take care, everybody. Have a good day. Be safe again, and but not too safe. Bye bye. Need one of those suits like in Doom. Yes, indeed. Bye, Simon. Bye, everybody.